This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to.
Hi, I'm Dr. Natasha St. Amy, and I'm the proud owner of Skin Envy.
Hey, it's your friend, Dr. Tongie. You already know on this platform you call me Tongie, right? I'm so excited about this Thursday show. First, it's going to be live in studio, so I need you to lock in on me, all right? But I've got a guest that is going to blow your mind. Where do I start with this woman? She's a medical doctor, she's a dear friend, and the island will be knowing her name real soon. It's none other than Dr. Natasha Amy. She's going to be, again, live in studio. She's going to tell us her story and give us some tips on skin and beauty.
To hear more of my story of how I became from a GP to a proud owner,
join me, if you will, Thursday night at 8 o'clock on DBS. Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. Hey, how are you? Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm so excited right now. I'm about to jump out of my skin. I have missed you, man. It's been so long. For those who do not know, I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie, but on this show, I'm Tongie, and welcome to another episode of Talk to Tongie. Oh boy, to tell you that I have missed you live and in color, it would be just, you wouldn't believe me. Seriously, you would not. I get excited every time I get an opportunity to come on and say hello and meet people in the marketplace and love on folk. Yeah, I know you get tired of me loving on you, but it's all right. I'm going to do it until I take my last breath. I am. Now, if this is the first time that you've tuned into this show and you're saying, okay, now look, I've heard about this show. What is this show about, lady? This show is truly about you. Intentionally about you. It is about me going into the community, this wonderful island of St. Lucia, my adopted country. It's about me saying hello to you and being able to just love on you and see what's going on with you, and is there anything that I can do to make your life a little better. I'm serious about that. You do know, right, that without you I can't be. And you're wondering, well, what are you talking, lady? That makes absolutely no sense. See, God has a wonderful way of doing things, and I need you. I really do. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not embarrassed to say I need you. I do. I don't necessarily need you to buy a t-shirt, although you can. www.drtongieshow.com. Shameless plug. Need you to buy a book, although you can. Journaling with Dr. Tongie, deciding to move forward. Don't need you to buy a mug. It's on the website too. I need you to be in purpose. I need you to live intentionally. I need you to wake up every morning excited about the day, not dreading, oh boy, it's Monday. Man, do you know how excited I get for Mondays? This year will mark my 32nd year of being cancer-free. And one of the things that I vowed to my daddy and to me was that I would not take life. I wouldn't take life and just throw it to chance, that I would intentionally live. And I've not always done a real good deal on that thing, all right? I've been broke about 5 times, $4 million in USD. In the whole God, right? A little of my story last week, and you showed up, St. Lucia. Wow. The comments, the encouragement. I mean, I'm getting chill bumps here. If you could see my chill bumps, man. Thank you. I'm not going to cry because I've got mascara on tonight and it's going to burn my eyes, and I'm going to not be able to talk to my guests. And that's a wonderful segue into my guest. This woman that's coming up is one that I was introduced to, had some skin problems, and I was actually with her girlfriend at lunch, and she said, no, you want to go to this person, and she introduced me to her, and I said, you know what, you just got to share her because I want her as my friend too. So what I've learned to do is ask people, will you be my friend? Whatever happened to that? Why do we just assume that people will be your friend or you'll be their friend? You wanna have that kind of camaraderie where you ask, seriously, what's your intent in my life? Can you take me where I need to go, or at least point me in that direction? That is what she has done for me. Prior to coming on air, we were talking and she said, you know, XYZ, XYZ. And I'm looking at her like, no, lady, I want to be like you when I grow up. So, without further ado, tonight's guest is none other than Dr. Natasha St. Amy. I said it right, didn't I? you?
I'm great.
Look at her. She's so gorgeous. It is so refreshing to have you on the show. I told you were going to do it, didn't I?
I know, right?
It took a while to get here. Oh my God, you are in for a treat, St. Lucia. Not only did this woman literally roll up her sleeves and say, I'm going for what I know and I'm going for my dream, and started as a general practitioner, yeah?
Yes.
Wow. And now, her own business, put it in the atmosphere, offices throughout this country. How about that? You know how we do it.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to ask you the proverbial question that I ask everyone that comes on the show. How did you get here? And someone said the other time, I asked, by plane or by bus or by car. How was that? Was that Jirian that said that?
Yeah.
But you've done a lot. You're doing a lot. And St. Lucia needs to know that. And it's not that we're being braggadocious, because that's not what this show is about. This show is literally going into our communities and telling our stories and encouraging you. Yeah? So, here's what I'm going to do, because he just told me it's time up. I gotta go. So, I'll be right back. We're going to get into her story of how did she get here. And then later on, we're going to open up the phone line. So I'm going to give you some social media handles and all that good stuff. Stay tuned. Be right back. This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. Hey, it's your girl, Dr. Tongie, and whenever I get ready for a show, I use a Toy Day food. A Toy Day food is a proud sponsor of the Dr. Tongie Show and Dr. Tongie. I never leave home without my lip conditioner and lip scrub from a Toy Day Club. It's perfect for this kind of weather and any activity. I'm Dr. Tongie from the Dr. Tongie Show and Dr. Tongie, and I endorse this product. This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. We are back. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me, your girl, on this platform, Tongie, but you know me as Dr. Tongie, and this is another episode of Talk to Tongie. Thank you for allowing me to be in your living rooms, your bedrooms, your kitchen, your sitting room, wherever you're watching DBS. Thank you, or however you're watching it. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Now, we were getting in with our special guest tonight, Dr. Natasha St. Amy. I just want to just say, because I call her Dr. Natasha, so forgive me for this, the flub of St. Amy, all right? Now, right before our break, I was asking you that proverbial question that I like to ask: how did you get here? it will encompass all that you want to share, but because I know our audience, right? We can smile, you see the smile, you see the dress, you see the glasses, but do you understand the sacrifice that goes into literally being who you were called to be? There's some sacrifices in that. So let's hear your story.
So I think I got here, not by car or the plane, like you said, but by having the correct mindset.
Ooh, there she go. It's too early. It's too early in the show, lady. I've got 40 minutes. Don't you dare do that to me. Mindset.
The correct mindset. Because I think life is all about the mindset. You could be afraid of heights, but if you have the right mindset, then you'll conquer that fear.
Oh, come on.
I think I was always very focused as a child.
Yeah.
I always knew what I wanted. I always wanted to be a doctor.
Is that right?
Yeah, always as a child. Always.
Yeah.
And even with my kids, I always say it's about being consistent and showing up every time. You just have to show up. You sad, you show up.
Wow.
It's a bad day, you show up and you give it your best.
Do you see the chili bumps on me
You give it your best.
Mindset, consistency, giving it your best, showing up. These are tenets that these are pillars of someone who wants to do something in life. Wow. Were you always that well disciplined?
Always, unfortunately.
Are you serious?
Always.
I love her. I knew I loved her. Really?
Always.
You never had any wild girl in you where you was just like, you know what? I'm partying this weekend.
No. It's always laser focus.
Laser focus. So, who's your greatest inspiration that literally, or how did you? Okay, two questions. Who's your greatest inspiration? Because you had to be inspired and motivated to do or to be.
Definitely.
So talk on that.
I think my greatest inspiration are my parents, because they've always been there guiding me, providing, supporting, going without, making the sacrifices.
Wow.
They've always been there. I think I'm a grown adult and they're still there, like that pillar of support being there. And I think they came from a middle class but understood the importance of education.
Gotcha. Okay.
The importance of being true to yourself and for society as well.
Okay.
Having those core values that you require.
Wow.
And I think again the mindset and those core values will always keep you grounded, because you would know, okay, this is what I want. This is where I'm headed to.
Absolutely.
Without getting disturbed by the noises all around and the things all around.
Wow, that is so loaded, Doc. As you're talking about your mom, your dad, your parents, I'm thinking about my adult children. Hey guys, and how I was a young mom, a very young mother, and my ambitions were kind of squandered a little bit, right? I never lost that desire to be a medical doctor, to have my own business, but it was curtailed a little bit because, you know, I was, as Ty would say, I was doing what grown folk were doing. This is a family show, so forgive me, please. I really admire how lovingly you spoke about your mom and dad. I admire that, because that is so needed in today's society. You know, we think about the strong woman that can do anything, and we do it, right? I was a single mom for a few years, so I know what that sacrifice looks like. But would you say, and I don't want to go off script too much, but you know how I do it, man. I talk from my soul. So would you say having both mom and dad in the home really kind of helped with the trajectory that you were aspiring to go?
I think so.
Wow.
Because they both came from a little different background. My father was more into engineering. My mom was more into the hotel industry.
Okay.
But the values I think they instilled the
good.
work hard. You have to work hard. You have to work. Of course, working smart as well.
Oh yeah, for
but
sure.
I think they really drove home work hard, work hard, work hard.
Yeah.
So I think it's like in my veins that this is all I know. So when I go to work and I work from 8 to 8 is what I know.
And that's what she does. I swear to you, she does. I'll live it any given day except one day during the week, right? And then she's still working then. Not seeing patients, but wow. So is that something, and we'll get to that in just a minute about being a mom and all of that fun stuff that comes with that. So you're seeing mom and dad, you're having both mom and dad in the home played a vital role, do you believe?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, it provided a financial stronghold as well.
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, on its own,
Yeah. Who wants to worry? And I've been there with a show of hands. How am I going to pay this and do this and still have to provide for my babies? How am I going to do it? So, moms, if you're there, and I'm specifically talking to my mamas right now, daddies, I'm coming back. I'm going to do this thing full circle. I hope I don't forget. But mamas, if you are inspired or you're aspiring, your goals are important to you, write them down and rehearse them every day. You should see my bathroom. Around my mirror and vanity, I've got things that I'm still I'm like a kid, man. I'm still believing God for some stuff, and it's not tangible. It's notoriety. It's what can I do with the platform that we've got here, because I own absolutely nothing, not even the platform, but to encourage and to motivate and to inspire as many folk as I possibly can. So I don't know if you know this, but you really are an inspiration. But you know that, right?
I think so.
Oh, of course you did.
And I think I use that in my office, honestly. Like, one of the things I love about my office, the persons who come in through my office become like family, like you.
I know, right?
And I'm able to, like, some of the young girls or the young ladies who come in, I'll be like, so what are your plans for your life? What do you want to do? Because I think it's a God-given gift that I have, where I could speak to persons. Yep. And some persons say, it's your voice.
It's your voice. It is. I mean, listen, I'm screaming over here. I'm jumping up and everything, sweating, and she's just as calm, and she's still getting her point across. I'm like, man, how can I get there? Is it yoga? Is it prayer? What is it, lady, that keeps you so grounded? Because every patient, and I'm moving ahead a little bit, but every patient is different.
Every patient is different.
We are.
But and we say something, but the love of God. And that's what it is.
Did you hear that? For all of those who thought that you couldn't have a relationship with the Father because you're a doctor or an engineer or a teacher or a business owner, we're going to dispel that myth. We know that the wisdom of God is what we search for daily, and ask, please. Give us that wisdom so we'll make wise decisions, How was it for you, Doc? General practitioner. What was that? How did you get there? I mean, that in and of itself is, come on, that's monumental in our world. You know that. To be there. Okay, so 2 parts. You got there. How did you get there? And then now that you're there, you're still wanting more. Speak on. Speak on that.
Actually worked at the Cass Research Center for 8 years, so I did inner city medical work, really, and it was a very big practice. So on a daily basis we'd see like 60 to 100 persons.
Oh, come on.
Honestly, from the inner city area and environs, and everything from teenage pregnancy, diabetes, diabetic ulcers, or even persons in social despair or with issues. So it was a myriad of stuff that came through that door, and any given day you just never know what would be walking through.
Absolutely.
But I think I was able to touch lives and really make a difference. So if you walk through Castries and you ask about Dr. Sentimi, somebody will say something good.
Come on, baby, come on through. You better put some respect on my name. Is that trademark? Sorry. Is that Birdman? Oh, excuse me. So you're doing this, And you're seeing the gravity. You're feeling the gravity of that responsibility. Yeah, I mean, come on, you're like a superwoman, you know, as a physician. What was it that resonated so with you that you needed more?
I think I got to my pinnacle where I thought, okay, I've given this all of me already. I'm ready for the next step, the next move. And I'm like, Lord, what is it?
Wow.
And it just fell into my lap. It wasn't something that, I always want to be a doctor, and I love dermatology, I love skin. I'm a girly girl.
You are.
I love these things. So I guess that fell into my lap, the next step. And just being able to get into dermatology, which was quite expensive, and it was a major feat, but I was able, with the help of my husband and family, able to conquer that and move into the next. Yes.
Wow. So now you're juxtaposing away from, you know, the everyday in their city, kind of seeing what the lay of the land looks like. Now you're into dermatology. Yeah.
Which is quite contrast to what I feel.
Do you think? Absolutely.
So now it's a little more superficial, I would say, at some times, because it could be just all about wanting to be beautiful.
Oh, don't you dare tell my secrets, woman. What you talking about superficial? How dare you say that? I'm joshing. Oh my God. So, but there are some cases that you literally see.
Definitely. I always tell persons that my business is actually two-pronged. So I do my medical aspect, and there's always the aesthetic, cosmetic branch of the business, which is nice. I think in medical school, no one tells you how to run a business or do accounts. So
nope.
From pillar to post,
man, come on. You 7 chapters a day trying to memorize. Who has time for learning how to run a business?
No.
So it's three-pronged then.
That's true.
Seriously, because you I mean, you're the face of Skin Envy.
Yeah.
That's the name of her practice. And you also are the business person behind it. Yeah.
It's
wow.
It is like a 4-person job.
It really, really is.
Because then you have to do the HR, the inventory, the protocol.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but you don't look like you're sweating about anything, sugar. As a matter of fact, you look yeah, you are. Yes. So, you know, I'm gonna go back and forth, and we'll be opening the phone lines in about 10 minutes. All right. The number 451-9788 will get you in studio. 470-534-2216 will get you in studio, but it's also a line that we can talk after the show. All right. So, the contrast here, it's different, but was it a combination of what you were seeing? Because how long were you practicing as a GP?
About 15 years.
Oh, come on. I'm thinking she's 25 years old. I don't know the age of my doctor. What? Give me something that you got. 15 years?
Yeah, I'm out of medical school almost 20 years.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations. What? If this isn't inspiring, I mean, come on. Wow. Yeah. So, 15 years, you are doing this.
Yes.
You're suturing. You're doing everything. That's what GPs do,
cleaning
right?
Also doing everything.
Absolutely. I've got to ask you about your bedside manners, and I don't know why I'm asking that, because you're good. You know that, don't you? She's my therapist. Oh my God. So you're taking on the role right out of med school. You went to school, if I'm not mistaken, I read your Vita. You went to school where? Where'd you go to school?
University of the West Indies.
That's what I
Trinidad.
thought. In Trinidad, absolutely. So, if you don't mind, and I've run into folk at KFC. Hi, KFC. You know what you're supposed to be doing, right? Oops. Showing out tonight, man. I'm excited to be back home. I ran into a little girl, and then she was in KFC, and I was just standing there. We're about to make our order, and I happened to ask her, so what is it that you want to be when you grow up? And she said, I want to be a medical doctor, but I can't afford it. Ouch. So what do you say to someone who says, yes, I see what you're doing, Doc, and it's amazing, but I don't have mom and dad in the home, so that's not a luxury for me, one. And then two, how do you go from St. Lucia to Trinidad? So first question, what do you say to someone who says, I know God gave me hands to do it, I've got a brain to do it, my desire is there, but I don't know how to navigate it. Yeah,
I think there are lots of scholarships, and that's one thing I would advise persons to do, whether it be a government scholarship or other scholarships out there. So again, the discipline has to come in, so you need to put in the work to reap the rewards.
There you go. That is a principle.
If you need to get those grades. It's very competitive, it's expensive, but it's not the impossible.
Wow.
That's the big secret.
Did you hear the secret? The $64 million secret? It is not
the impossible.
Whoa, man. That could go in the book. For real.
If you want to achieve it, you will.
You will, won't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, you better talk on it, lady. Come on with your bad self. So you're saying all of this, and for you to say things that you're saying, okay, that's not just something that someone told you. That's something that you had to experience.
Yes.
Because it sounds as if, you know, we when we wear our badges of honor, we've been through it.
Yeah.
Have you had to say to yourself?
Definitely. I think one of the things I clearly remember is going into the bank and trying to get a loan to go to medical school. The people were like, are you crazy? We can't give you that amount of money. Plus, so we're talking 1994, 97, thereabout. When you were to get a student loan has to be paid after the period of 3 years. Medical school is 5 years. So I remember my friends and I still sit and laugh at that. We went to the guy, we could actually remember the name of the guy. And downright refused us. But did we stop there? Of course not. We didn't stop there because we knew that's what we wanted to get done. So we wiggled through. There's always a way for the system, though.
Absolutely.
A legit way.
But of course, it's a family show.
So there is a way you can get around through getting scholarships, part scholarships, and make it through.
Oh wow! Come on. Now, you know, I'm that soulish woman. You said something that really it still resonates with me even today. You said friends, my friends and I. You didn't try to do this, the impossible, by yourself.
No, I have my friends who are physicians as well.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
We all went to school together, so shout out to Tracy Spencer.
Hey, Dr. Spencer. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you ascribe to the adage, no man is an island.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. That's really important. I used to think, okay, since we're dealing with honesty, openness, and sincerity on the show, I used to think that I could literally do it all and then go back and be a blessing to people. And and what I realized is I wasn't doing anything because I was procrastinating. You know, I'm gonna launch the business and then something would come up. Whereas if I had a Tracy Spencer, a Dr. Spencer in my life, I've been able to say, you know what, this is what I'm going through, and can you help me? Oftentimes we will not ask people for help. Will you speak on the importance of asking for help?
Definitely. No man is an island. None of us have all the knowledge. So I think sometimes maybe you want to know what specialty to choose or how to get funding. There's always somebody that's willing to help along the way.
You better believe it is.
And sometimes in just crossing paths. Look at how we met. Serendipity.
I know.
But and that way we could all give each other strength that we require.
Yeah.
Somebody may come and you may just stub their toe at the bank or meet them, and by accident a conversation starts, and then you're able to get from some point A to point B.
So, if you're going in the bank with your headphones on, get your headphones out your ear. Be open to the impossible meeting you right where you are. Seriously, because that's really important. I think, in this culture, and I don't want to bash this culture because I'm a part of it, but in this culture, we've got a me kind of attitude. Everyone wants to take a selfie. No one wants to take a groupie. You get it? So you're speaking my language because you cannot do what will bring the greatness that's in you, because everyone has greatness lying dormant in them. They do. We've got these gentle giants that need to be, stirred up. You can't do it by yourself. And you're a living witness of that. So just a quick discussion. Did you ever go back to the bank or the banker that said no?
I actually met him. I met him way after I finished medical school. And he's like, "What are you doing now?" "Yeah, I'm a doctor."
What'd he say?
Oh, so you got through? Like, yeah, I did.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. But, it's not even revenge served.
No, but
but
because they just said, "No, it's not possible. No, it's not possible." And it's no, there is. I never think. I always never see the hole in the donut. Like,
come on.
You don't see the problem, but you see a solution or part thereof, even though you have to go through part A, part B. But yeah.
I told you, didn't I tell you that you're in for a treat tonight? I'm so, whoa, boy. If you are taking notes, seriously, take the notes, because this is the end result. See, our God is a wonderful God, and He'll let you see the end before you see the beginning. And then He puts you into time and space, and that's exactly what's going on in your life.
Time and space.
Time and space. Wow. So now you are a dermatologist. Yeah? You're not doing sutures as much anymore, right?
Still do a bit of it. Yeah. Still doing some cuts.
Oh my gosh. Okay. But diabetic ulcers, not in this line of medicine, no? Or is it? What?
Still do some diabetic ulcers because it's still skin. Yeah, so some of the diabetics still come across.
See, that is where I need to be, right there. I need you to stay tuned because we're going to get into that, because juxtaposing from 15 years of what you know to now going into what you gotta learn. It can be challenging, but she didn't quit. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. Hey, it's your girl, Dr. Tongie. And whenever I get ready for a show, I use a Toy Day food. Toy Day Food is a proud sponsor of the Dr. Tongie Show and Dr. Tongie. Never leave home without my lip conditioner and lip scrub from Toy Day Food. It's perfect for this kind of weather and any activity. I'm Dr. Tongie from the Dr. Tongie Show and Dr. Tongie, and I endorse this product. This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. Hey, and we're back. Thank you so very much for sticking around and hanging out with us. I'm your friend, Tongie, Dr. Tongie. And I'm with my friend, Dr. Natasha St. Amy. Did I get it right?
I know you
I'm okay saying it, man, because for almost, 2 years, it's been Dr. Natasha. Well, now, so we're speaking on your moving from GP now to the specialty of dermatology, and of course your love for it. Yes. What's the fascinating thing about dermatology that you didn't realize until you got in it?
I think it's so vast and covers so much. I think that's the most fascinating thing.
Yeah.
And almost every disease can manifest into a skin condition.
You're so right.
So like the internal medicine is our life in dermatology.
Yeah. Oh my God. So a typical day, I'm coming into your Skin Envy. I love that name. I'm coming into your practice, and I want to look refreshed. What does that encompass?
It will depend on the age of the patient. So I think the majority of my patients or clients would be in the 25 to maybe 35, 40 age group. Okay. So their needs are different from my more mature patients, I would say.
Really?
So my more mature, I never said old, if you notice. I said more mature patients.
I love the way you did that. See, speaking of the woman with the gray hair that I color every 6 weeks. well now. So their needs are different than ours.
Right, exactly.
Okay. What do you see more, with them that you don't see with more of your mature women?
So my younger patients will be struggling more with acne and trying to get into a skin routine.
Gotcha.
Older patients would want more of anti-aging treatments. So that's the difference.
Okay. So when you have someone that says, look, this is what I want to look like, give you this picture of this woman, and let's say they're mildly in their 50s, and this picture is a 25, 27-year-old with no wrinkles. What do you say to that?
I like to be realistic and set the expectations right. So you don't want... You want to look your age a little bit, I find. That's my mantra.
Really?
Like, I think you need to look age appropriate. That's how I see it. I want
1,000 units, lady, of Botox. Forget what you're talking, doctor. I mean, when you get a patient like that, or have you ever had a patient like that?
There are persons who said, I want it stiff. So, and I appreciate that.
Do you really?
Yeah, but I think as a physician, we can...
That's it.
Guide persons.
There
I think that's my role, to guide you. So
I love that.
I could still say, well, you could do 1,000 units, but let's just start with 100. I'm going to build that way up.
And this is seriously what she says. I swear to you, she does.
We'll start small, and we will take it in. And some patients appreciate that. I think being truthful as a physician,
absolutely,
patients love that.
Absolutely. Now, the myth that goes around in our communities of, God didn't make you like that, so why you want to be like that? What do you do when someone you know that your skill set is bar none? I mean, you can do what they're asking, right? And you're guiding, but how do you dispel the myth of those who say, well, I've got wrinkles in it, it's just going to be?
Sometimes you start off really small, so you can make that influence.
Okay.
But you start off small and you allow them. It's like you agree with them, and you say yes. And you said, but maybe you could try a little, or you could. There's always, in as much as God didn't make you like that, and you are aging, He did give wisdom and understanding and knowledge.
You better come on and talk about it.
that can, and they could buy into it. I think it's all about how you sell the product.
That's it. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. How you sell the product.
How you sell the product.
Absolutely. All right, we've got our phone lines open, 451-9788, if you want to ask some questions to our guest, Dr. St. Amy. Yeah, that's Dr. Natasha is what I'm going to call her. All right. 451-9788 or 470-534-2216, and you'll get, of course, us in the studio as well. All right. Now, social media handles are Talk to Tongie at Talk to Tongie on Facebook and Twitter and all of that good stuff. What's your social media handle if someone want to talk a little bit more on what's going on with them?
Skin Envy.
Yeah. Skin Envy?
Yes.
At Skin Envy?
At skinenvy.derm.
Okay. All right. You heard that, right? So she's available now. So what have some of the challenges? What are some of the challenges that you would say, yes, I can attest that was a challenge for me, but?
I think skincare, the aesthetic part of my company, setting that up and introducing that to the St. Lucian population, because it wasn't very popular then. However, with social media and with influencers and the likes, it is getting more popular. But when I first came 5 years ago, it was just about developing, and there almost seems there was just a niche or a certain sector of the population who were able to afford it.
I could see that.
And one of the things I wanted to do was make it affordable and accessible, and there for persons who were the working class and just wanted to look beautiful. And
how about that?
Yeah. To maintain their beauty, or
come
to enhance
on, lady,
their beauty.
come on, absolutely.
So that really was my goal, and I think I could safely say I accomplished.
You've accomplished that, absolutely, absolutely. When you talk about that population and that niche, was it kind of uphill for you to get people to realize that you're not out of the norm for wanting to enhance? Yeah.
I think brand marketing, and normalizing having facial stuff done or any body treatment done is now becoming a thing in
You better believe it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think and we are trying to push self-care. Self-care, self-love, and more persons are buying into it, and it's becoming a norm now.
Oh wow.
I would say.
Wow. Did you hear that? Self-care. My daughter taught me this self-care, this thing a few years ago, and I'm thinking, who has time for self-care, chick? I've got this to do and that to do, but
it's
now
important.
I understand it now.
It's important.
Absolutely.
And it may not be coming to the dermatologist and spending money. It may be 30 minutes of exercising or going to the beach.
Yeah.
But you could still come to the dermatologist.
I told you were in for a treat tonight. Didn't I tell you? Wow. So you're breaking barriers. You're dispelling myths that we sometimes, kind of, I don't know if we're making them up ourselves. And now you're just doing it. You really are. You're a mom. You're a wife. Yeah. Speak on, if you will, the importance of compartmentalizing. And I'll say that because as a physician, as a business owner, that in and of itself, it's a lot. But the component of family, right? And the importance of family, how do you do it all?
I think maybe in my 20s when I saw hard-working individuals and their kids were just going astray because they just didn't have the time, and everybody was just chasing the money, or just putting in all those hours. I always wanted to, I made a conscious decision that I needed to have a bit of a balance and be there for my boys. Wow. Because I honestly think that the quality of time we give them is so important.
Wow.
And when I first had the boys, everybody used to say they'll grow so quickly, and little did I know they really do grow so quickly.
They really do, absolutely. I still think my 36-year-old is 18, and she has to remind me, look, woman, I'm 36 years old, or my 34-year-old, or my 31-year-old, and I was a young mom, and I just grew up with these babies, and sometimes it's really hard to let go, you know? So anyway, that's my spiel.
Just really creating a balance.
Yes.
I think sometimes we say it so loosely, like, I need to create a work-life balance, but we just need to put it into action.
Bingo.
Really.
Absolutely. You said something earlier in the show, where there's a will. Would you speak on how do you move past what you see? Because you had a flat out, I can't do that. I'm not, do that? Are you serious? That's a lot of money. That's what the banker said, for those who missed that portion of the show. How do you do that? How do you, seriously? Because Doc, a lot of folk right there would have stopped,
right,
and said, you know what, that door closed. It was God's doing, so I'm just going to walk away from it. And so many people will be 3 feet from gold.
I think you never give up on your dream.
You never give up on your dream.
You never give up. It's the dream, but you need to make it the reality.
Wow. From dream to reality.
We could all dream. We could all dream. But like they say, you need to wake up from that dream and make it work.
Come on. Come on. Yeah.
So I think, and for me, I think it's a personality. Like once I make up my mind about something, I'm gonna go for it.
Really?
No matter what? That's I have that. I'm driven. I'm so driven. I'm driven.
Oh my God.
I see past the obstacles, and the obstacles could never be there forever.
No.
We jump around it, or we go over it.
Absolutely.
We find a way.
Absolutely. Didn't I tell you were in? I'm going to keep saying it till I'm blue in the face, St. Lucia. Wake up, because we got everything we need on this island. We really, really do. Yes, I understand.
And within us.
Absolutely.
And within us.
Yeah. Speak on that. You left for a little while, right? I told you I'm going to jump around. But you came back. And Doc, you and I both know a lot of times once you get a taste of, I won't say freedom, but a taste of doing things differently, it's hard to come back to what is. What was it that made you say, I'm getting this information, I'm getting the knowledge, I'm getting the wisdom, but I'm going to take it back to my people?
Because I saw the need for it in my people, and I saw the opportunity was there as well. There was an opportunity, and when opportunity knocks,
you better answer it. Absolutely, you better take advantage of it. I am a firm believer in that. So that was the saving grace for your coming back.
Coming back, yeah, definitely. Wow. There was a niche market. There was an opening. There was the opportunity. So I came back, and I love St. Lucia. I think home is where your heart is.
It is, isn't it?
And home could be anywhere, but home for me is St. Lucia.
Amen.
And will always be.
Will always be. Yeah. Wow. I just, I'm sitting at your feet, and I'm gleaning from you, and I'm having an amazing time doing it, because you really do inspire me.
Thank you.
And I'm not just saying it because you're here. I'm saying it because it's the truth. It really is. When I ask questions, from the heart, and you give me an answer from the heart, you're like, okay, there's the commonality there. Wow. So what would you tell someone who has gone through the training and they're 100% St. Lucian, but where they're doing the training, in their mindset, that opportunity over there is better than the opportunities here? I know, right?
That's a tough question.
I know.
Though. Ouch.
Because I know it's someone who's watching in New York, or watching in Chicago, or watching somewhere in the world, and you know that your mama said come back, or your community needs you back. But your heart is.
I think it's where your heart is, so I would always say that. But again, I mean, if you're in a specialty and you see opportunity in St. Lucia, you want to help the people.
Okay.
Because for me, I did a lot of pro bono work. I do a lot of especially in the beginning of my career, I gave a lot before I had the kids. So I think as a physician, the calling, and it's a vocation. I always say it's a vocation, and coming back and giving is always, even though you go back to Iceland or I don't know, Chicago, the windy part. To your people, that's priceless.
Did you hear that? Now, you know you can't just run over that now. You're not just going over giving to your folk, man. That's the heart of someone who really has an amazing relationship with their creator. It's someone who knows the value of giving, which you speak on. I guess, have you ever been in a situation where it looked like your giving was just in vain because you're giving, and is there anything that's going to come out of all of this giving?
I think that's when, if you give and you're expecting so much in return, but sometimes just one person comes back. Just like in the Bible, one person came back. And that was still enough to give you that energy to keep going.
Come on, man.
It doesn't have to, just one person, touch one heart, or make a difference in one life.
Come on. I love that. I really, really do.
Because persons have come back and said, I'm so happy for meeting me, maybe like in Cash Reserve Center years and years ago, because I impacted their lives. Actually, I have gotten that very simple.
It feels good, doesn't it? Yes, it does. That's the glory that God allows you to walk in. For all of those who think, but you can't walk in God's glory, she's not. Giving her grace and glory, and that is what you're walking in, and that's what you exude in the community. All right, what are some of the fun things that Dr. Natasha St. Amy like to do? What's a typical fun day for you?
A fun day for me will be on the beach, actually.
I get that a lot in St. Lucia. What's up with the beach, y'all?
It's so relaxing. It is so relaxing. So, like last Sunday, we spent the whole day on the beach. My son went sailing. I watched him sail. And some friends joined. We had drinks.
So you have a normal life.
I do.
So everything is just not MD. You literally, you really have to have that well-centered, well-balanced.
Well-balanced. So spiritual life, family life, and my time.
Absolutely. My time. All right, now you know you're not gonna what is your time? I know the family, the son likes to sail and all of that stuff, but what is it? What do you like to do?
I love to travel and I love to experience different cultures. So I've done a bit of traveling, South America, Guatemala. Mexico, like just experiencing and immersing yourself in a different culture, different food and stuff. I think that, to me,
you like that?
It's prime. I love it.
I like that. That's what my daughter Ty is doing now. Hey, Ty. I don't know, where are you right now? Are you in Barcelona? She immerses herself. And she told me, she said, once you start this, it's just going to blow your mind, and you're going to want to do it every quarter or every time you get an opportunity. How often do you get a chance to just be away?
I think maybe once or twice a year outside of COVID. So I'm really looking, because 2020 into 2021 was a bit of a blur. But now coming out of all of that, the financial and everything, I'm really looking forward to this year starting to travel.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, I love her. Starting to travel. All right. 5 things, lady, and the last bit that we have on the show, 5 things that you would say to the younger you. 5 things you would say to the younger you who had the dream, knew it could be possible, but hit a roadblock. What would you tell your younger self about where you are now? 5 things.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Don't rush it.
Okay.
Because it all happens in the pointer. Everything just lays off eventually.
It does.
And sometimes we're like, we're such in a rush. It must happen now.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Take it. It's going to take time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. That's 1. 2.
Okay. Enjoy the moment, like, again, because we rush in to get to that end point, we're not enjoying and just soaking it in. Like, I think there's so many missed opportunities where I could have just really enjoyed it instead of rushing through it.
So present moment awareness.
Yeah,
don't try to get to the next thought.
Yeah,
just enjoy right where you are.
Right where you are.
All right, that's
right
2.
Where you are.
Number 3.
Number 3. Don't work so hard. Like, I'm hot.
I think I got 2 folk on camera knocking their heads. Yeah, man, don't you work so hard.
I work really hard. I work really hard. I work hard through medical school just to get in and to be in the top set. So, like, all I did was study. And I could have. Yeah, you don't have to work. You need to work hard. But you need to be able to take some time as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's 3. Number 4.
Number 4, make more friends. Meet more people. Yeah, meet more people.
Huge.
I think especially in St. Lucia, we always have cliques. St. Lucians, we're very cliquish, I think.
See, I can't say that because I'm newly St. Lucian. But you can say that and I can just agree. Oh my God, come on, ladies.
Do more friendships, do more networking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I believe in networking. And number 5, this is you talking to that self that hit a brick wall and now you're here. The 5th thing that you tell yourself.
Don't lose hope, because sometimes you become a bit hopeless. It just seems like the unsurmountable task. Insurmountable task. So just trying to keep the hope alive. Keep the dream alive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, you did that so eloquently.
Oh,
you did that. I mean, I felt like I'm in the front of a Zen master and I'm like, yeah, you know. I'm not on 16 cups of coffee. $100 bucks. I just had it. I've been home for a little while, and the first thing I did after getting out of the vehicle was I ran to Starbucks. Oh, honey, venti caramel macchiato, please. And I think I had 2 of those, and I'm thinking, oh dear God. And then I wonder, man, why I can't fit in my dress anymore? Chick, get on your treadmill that you got from Quartz. Hey, Quartz. My shameless plug again. But Dr. Natasha, you are incredible.
Thank you.
You're absolutely, you're welcome. You are definitely someone that when I ask, would you be my friend, I wasn't just merely beating around the bush and saying, I really ask her. I think I did that to you too, Daniela Dubois. Will you be my friend? Caitlin Carew.
Caitlin. Shout out to Caitlin.
I love her. Thank you for introducing me to this amazing soul. Any parting words?
I think I will end with what I began.
Come on,
and talk about the mindset. Like anything you believe in and you put your mind to, you could achieve it.
Wow. Anything you put your mind to, you believe in, you can achieve it.
Yes, you could achieve it.
Okay.
All about the mindset.
It's all about the mindset.
Yes.
Where's my t-shirt guy?
Yeah. So not wanting to drive or being afraid of driving. I'm not going to mention any names.
Oh, honey, she talking about me. Ouch. It's just stuff on my toe. How dare you? But you're absolutely right, and you know what? I'm going to do something about that. Thank you very much. Ty's been telling me to take a class, so I am going to take a class, and I'm going to drive. Ooh, Jesus. I won't give it a try, and if If you happen to see me on the side of the road, somebody stop and help me, all right? But I'm going to try it. All right, Dr. Natasha, tell my amazing viewers how they can find Skin Envy and what the expectation will be once they do.
So Skin Envy, we were located in Rodney Heights in the Evergreen Plaza, which is the Massey stores on the way to Grocery. We downstairs in unit number 1. We're a staff of free and we welcome new patients and clients all the time.
Oh, wow.
We boast of having the superior service, and from the beginning to the end, you will enjoy it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She's not lying. I swear she's not. So I'm going to read a couple of shout outs here. So proud of you, Tosh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Boy Reynolds. Is that right? Okay. And Trina Dennis gives a heart. Thank you so very much, Trina. And Bad Boy, I'm sorry if I messed that up. I'm really funny about names because they are so important. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I also want to shout out Alma. She's at the VIP lounge at Arowana Airport. Did I say that right?
Heeyyy.
Okay, that one right there. Yep. That airport. Along with Devanay at Delta. Thank you so very much for your kindness. And everyone that I get an opportunity to stop and say hello to, I apologize if I've got this camera now in your face with your permission, but I've got an EP, executive producer, and a creator, one of the co-creators of the show, that said I have to get more testimony. So if you see me, don't run from me. I just need 20 seconds of your time, all right? And thank you so very much for hanging out with me tonight.
Oh, it was a blast.
It was a blast to have you here. Thank you so much. She says, "Oh, if I had known I needed to wear my prom dress, I would have worn mine."
I think that needs to see the dress though.
Maybe we can have this EP set up some before and afters, right? For when we go live. I know, right? He's doing so much. He'll be a guest on the show next week also. So you want to tune into that. A young man that I met that he had fire. He was like Jeremiah, had fire shut up in his bones. And when I met him, I'm like, who is this? I didn't want to say kid, right? But who is this kid that every time I would meet him, he was saying something about what he wanted to do. And he did it. And I'm so blessed. I don't call it luck. Luck is living under Christ's guidance. I'm so blessed to have him in my life and a part of my journey. And he's going to tell you all about his story next week. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Yeah. I've had fun this evening. Thank you so very much. Don't want to go over because we started on time. I got to end on time. All right. I love you so much. Thank you for joining us. Mwah! Don't forget, if you see me in the marketplace, give me 20 seconds of your time. All right? Stay tuned. Next week, we'll do the same thing. God's willing, and the creek don't rise. Dr. Natasha, thank you, baby.
Thank you to all the viewers, and thank you for having me here
Absolutely.
Today. Oh, it was awesome.
Bye.
You remember my eyes. We were known to get